In light of what happened in Boruto chapter 77, we need to start questioning the true power of Himawari Uzumaki because something very interesting is happening with that character. And by interesting, I mean something that could really change the power scaling structure in Boruto currently. And just to be clear, I'm not exaggerating, this is huge. Now just to get the context behind what I'm saying, Damon attacked Himawari because he thought her power was great enough to dodge his attack. And I want you guys to understand the implications of this. Damon, who is stronger than Jigen, who is stronger than full power Naruto and Sasuke, believes that Himawari had the power to dodge his attack when limited code couldn't. So this means that Himawari has latent power within her body that scales her above full power Naruto, above Jigen, and a lot of other characters in Boruto. And if you go off what Damon said, he did this, he tried to attack Himawari because he sensed a latent power within her body. Now he didn't say latent power, he said that he sensed a certain intensity within her, which is of course referring to the power within her body, which would again translate to the power of her chakra itself. And Damon wasn't just playing around like he did with Code Kawaki and Boruto. He literally sensed her power and went outside because he couldn't believe what he just sensed, right? And if you look at the facial expressions from Damon, this is someone in shock or in awe of a power or something that they never saw before, or something they never expected someone else to have. Now this is very interesting because Damon might want to kill Himawari. He might want to end her life because he might feel threatened by the power she might awaken later on in the future. Because as we remember, when he was beaten on limited code, he said that he's number one. He doesn't care about number 2 or 3. He's number one, and he seems to be glad that he's number one. So if Himawari has some powers or abilities that would surpass Damon's ability in the future, he might want to take care of her before it comes to that. But again, like, Damon is under the control of Ada. He's not going to do something so drastic without the consent of Ada, which I don't think he's going to get because that would mess up the plan Ada has with the Hidden Leaf Village. Now he also says that Himawari seems very weak on the outside, but she has this latent intensity within her, which is what's amplifying her power. Now this links us back to when she literally knocked out Naruto and Kurama with one punch or one jab, whatever you want to call it, what Hyuga does with their fingers, right? She knocked them unconscious for an entire day, so Naruto missed his inauguration as Hokage. So it shows that that wasn't much of a gag. This is because she has an amazing power within her that she rarely uses. And we've also seen it sometimes throughout Boruto's history as well, when she does this lock-on thing and she gains this immense strength and then it goes away. Now it seems to be the regular shonen character trope where they have like a demon within their body that gives them power when they need it, right? But this seems to be different for Himawari because she doesn't have a demon within her body. She doesn't have a karma seed. She doesn't have a tail beast. She has nothing. All she has is herself and her Byakugans, right? Well, not necessarily. So I was on Twitter after the spoilers dropped, and BB King, which is one of my mutuals on Twitter, sent this tweet out, right? And it basically says that, come back to this post after Boruto manga reveals that Kaguya's presence is in Himawari's body due to Hagoromo's and Hamura's chakra mixing together. So this really got me thinking because it does make sense. We have to remember, in order to produce 6 paths chakra, which is Hagoromo's chakra and Hamura's chakra as well, you have to combine the chakra of Ashura and Indra, who are the sons of Hagoromo, which means that in order to get Hagoromo's chakra, you need to combine the chakra of his 2 sons, his children, which in the case of a Indra reincarnate, that would awaken the Renegon. So why wouldn't the same thing be for Kaguya? What if by combining the chakra of her 2 sons, Hagoromo and Hamura, you awaken Kaguya's powerful chakra? What if that's really what's happening within Himawari? Because you have to remember, Naruto is a descendant of Hagoromo, which means that Naruto also has Hagoromo's chakra, and he also got more of Hagoromo's chakra in the war when Hagoromo gave it to him directly. Then you have Hinata, who is a descendant of Hamura since she has the Byakugan, right? And not only that, she was given more of Hamura's chakra in the Naruto the Last movie, which means that Naruto having Hagoromo's chakra, Hinata having Hamura's chakra, means that their children, referring to Boruto and Himawari, possess the chakra of Hamura and Hagoromo. Or it could mean that since the chakra has combined together, they no longer possess these chakras separately. These chakras combine to produce Kaguya's powerful chakra. Now I'm pretty sure you guys might be saying that, oh, Kaguya is the weakest of the Otsutsukis, yada yada yada, and saying that this wouldn't make Himawari that strong. But we also have to remember that there's something called genetic mutation, right? And this chakra mixing with Himawari and Boruto might manifest differently and give them unique powers and abilities. And it also might make the chakra more powerful. And if we really want to put on the tinfoil hats, we can even go further and go into the theory that Toneri gave Shibai cells to Hinata when she was pregnant with Boruto. And it could mean that Hinata was affected by those cells, and that later affected Himawari as well, who came after Boruto, right? So like there's multiple ways we can do this, but again, that's like really deep into like tinfoil hat territory, into really deep into like theory territory, right? But this is really just fascinating. I think aside from like Kawaki sending Naruto to another dimension, this is like the most fascinating thing that came from this chapter. And it would be kind of weird if Himawari really like dies in like the upcoming chapter, and they're gonna be like, okay, cool, fine, you know, we hyped her up in this chapter saying that, oh, she might have this mysterious power, then we're gonna kill her off, right? Now I do believe that it's still possible that they might off Himawari, because they don't need to have Himawari in the story to explore the element of what gave her that power, right? We've seen this done multiple times in other mediums as well, right? She doesn't need to be alive for them to dive deeply into it. They might reference it later on and then explain why, you know, and might use Boruto to do it because he's also the son of Naruto and Hinata. So I don't believe that she needs to be alive, but I do think it makes more sense because we want to see her use this power in play at some point in the series. Now of course I made a funny tweet on Twitter saying that, yo, Himawari is stronger than Jigen himself, and I was being a bit facetious, but like it is possible, right? If Damon, who's stated to be above Jigen, who is also above limiter code, no limiter code, who is above Jigen himself, this means that Damon recognizes her power as something great. This is something he hasn't seen in Boruto for some weird reason. Maybe Boruto's power is way more suppressed than Himawari's, because we do know that Boruto has a Jogan that he hasn't used as yet, which he will use eventually. So he does have latent power as well that Damon isn't able to sense for some reason, but he's able to sense Himawari's latent power, this intensity of her chakra. So I do believe that if Damon is talking about Himawari like this, there's something behind it, there's substance behind this theory, but we'll just have to wait and see. With that being said guys, that's the end of the video. I have a video coming up in a few days that's gonna rank the top 20 strongest characters in Boruto, so ensure to check back the channel again to ensure that you do get the video, because I don't know if you're gonna get the notifications, because that thing is kind of weird with YouTube, right? But again, like that's it for this video. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Let me know what you think about Himawari being all powerful with Kaguya's powerful chakra, you know, maybe mutated in some way, you know. It's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but you know, it's kinda, you know, sensible in some sense. But you know, let me know your thoughts down below. Drop a like if you like the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.